Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is MrSonicManu, and welcome back to another episode of The Sounds of Her Love. If you guys remember last episode, we had lunch with the beautiful Ceri. We got a phone call from Ceri, and now we're headed at lunch, and we got a question from our dad, just like we did at breakfast time in the first episode, if we met any cool girls. So, which answer I should choose? I'm just gonna tell him straight up, there is someone. My relationship with Ceri is somewhat primitive, at least in a sense. I haven't even known her for more than a day. I'm talking to her over the phone. I can't deny I find her cute, attractive even. Hey, he's just like me. I find her quite cute and attractive. If she was a real girl, I'd probably go for her, but you know, she's an anime game girl, so it probably wouldn't work out. But I don't think this is the time or place to be thinking about that sort of thing. Telling my father about her doesn't seem like a good idea in the slightest. Oh, so there's an illusion of choice. Don't worry, son. That face is the only answer I'll ever need. Look on it, your face, I know what it means. Go get her, son. So my father knows. Way to root me on, Dad. My father gives me a thumbs up from across the table. My mother bats him a scornful expression. He's not a pervert like you. You don't have to answer. You don't have to listen to him, Jose. A clean plate sits in front of me as I finish up the remnants of my meal. I want to leave the room quickly so I don't have to face any more questions my father might conjure up. I stand up from the chair, moving to the sink to quickly wash my dish. The thought of Ceri lingers on my mind as I leave the room and make my way step by step up the stairs. It's not unreasonable to suggest that I would end up in that sort of relationship with her. There's no sign of her having any friendships aside from myself, and she is pretty attractive, to be honest. Yeah, she is, dude. Go for her, man. Letting my mind wander like this isn't good. It's too early to think about developing my relationship with her. We'd only just met this morning. That is true. You don't want to rush to things. Never, ever rush relationships, or never rush to get into a relationship is what I should say. Because when you rush things and things move too fast, it's when things spin out of control. That's my advice to everyone who's watching. Don't rush getting into a relationship. Take your time, get to know the other person, and then if you feel like you should take your friendship or relationship a step further and get into a romantic relationship, then do it, but don't rush it. Only do it when the time is right. I'm speaking from experience anyway. Alright, on the topic of Ceri, I need to call her back in a minute. Waiting for her to call again isn't an efficient use of time. Yeah, it seems like my character isn't that dumb. Swinging it open, the door to my room creaks as I enter. My eyes shift towards my desk and I reach out for my phone. Clutching the phone in my hand, I redial the last number that called, and Ceri's number appears on the screen. It doesn't take long for her to pick up. I wonder if she was waiting for me. It was a pretty quick answer. Oh boy.
Hello?
That voice, man. Hey, Ceri. Where were we?
We weren't really talking about anything.
Oh boy. That's right, we weren't really talking about anything in particular before. How about we talk for a bit then?
About what?
Should I say anything? Ceri's stutter flares up again. It's kind of cute, but I wouldn't really tell her that. What am I saying? What about hobbies? Yeah, hobbies. Yeah, I know you like literature, but is there anything else you like? I hear breaths. That's cute. Oh, excuse me. Ceri paused for a brief moment, and the sound of her breathing flows out of the speaker beside my ear.
Like the harp.
Hence the harp on her shirt. Okay. The harp? You mean the instrument?
Yes, I can play it.
She's musical too. Hey, this girl's getting even better. So she can play the harp. That reminds me. So it's like the school's logo then.
The harp is a classical Celtic instrument.
Oh, okay. That must be it. I'm sure Wales is a Celtic country.
What about yours?
Aw. My what?
Your hobbies.
Come on, guy. Come on, dude. She wants to know my hobbies. Well, I did ask her the question after all. The problem is, though, that I can't really think of anything that I would consider a hobby. Huh. There is nothing notable. Oh. Hermione could have made up. Actually, no, you don't want to make up anything when you're just starting up a relationship with someone.
Would you like to borrow one of my books?
Say yes, buddy. Even though I'm not much of a reader, sharing a hobby with her wouldn't be a bad thing. I guess I could give it a go. Sure, you can lend me one you like.
Okay.
Sweet.
Will you meet me at lunch?
Sure. Man, she's an adorable girl.
I can give it to you.
Okay, lunch with Ceri again. I can't wait. Yeah, that's fine. Thinking back on what my father has said before, I can definitely say that I like Ceri, though in what way it's hard to tell. It's not unreasonable to say that there's a possibility she is kind of sweet after all, though I don't know. I shouldn't really think about it now. You're welcome.
I promise you'll enjoy reading it.
Aww. I imagine Ceri pulling a cute smile to match the enthusiasm she put into that statement. She must really have a passion for reading, beyond wanting to study literature. I'm looking forward to it. Aww. I hear a voice that isn't Ceri's coming from the end of the line. I guess someone must be calling up to her.
Sorry. My father's calling me for dinner.
Oh, it's okay, Ceri. Don't worry. I left for dinner earlier. You go and have yours. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. Aw. The line falls silent as Ceri hangs up, and I place the phone back down on my desk once again. For the first time this past fortnight, I'm actually looking forward to going to school. Isn't that sweet? Ceri and I have seemed to have developed quite a good friendship within just the course of a day. It's quite surprising, really. As I return to the seat of my desk, I peer at the sprawl of papers I had left lying before me. Oh right, I was doing homework. There's nothing else I can think of doing, so I reached up to the shelf where I had left my workbook and continue on with the task I was doing. If I get it out of the way now, maybe I'll have more time later in the week to speak with Ceri again. Or maybe I could hang out with her. That's pretty cool. A breeze rustles my coat as I approach the school gates. In contrast with yesterday, I'm actually here at the right time. The sounds and sights of other students fill my mind as I move swiftly to homeroom. The mornings this time of year are very cold, but I expected it to be a lot warmer this far south. Dispelling the idle thoughts in my mind, one thing sure is missing: the presence of Ceri. I kind of walked to school with her yesterday, so I thought I'd see her here again today. Though I guess for her it wasn't a mistake that she came so early. So she told me to meet her at lunch so she could give me a book, didn't she? That sure is something to look forward to. My timetable lessons don't look very promising, so it'll give me something to think about until then. Aw. The half-full classroom is split between those enthralled to begin lessons and the apathetic slackers who just want to get it over with. I sat at my desk and joined the latter group. Dust shimmers as sunlight enters through the windows. One by one, more students enter the class as the clock on the wall creeps towards 8 o'clock. My mind wanders onto the thought of Ceri once more. Where am I supposed to find her when the lunch bell rings? The most reasonable place would be the cafeteria. That's where I found her yesterday. Or maybe not. I doubt she'd be comfortable giving me a present in front of a crowd of people, even if it is just a book. I lean back against the chair as I typically would and slowly watch the clock spin and spin as lessons go by, waiting for the lunch bell to arrive. Will it ring? Will it ring? Stretching my arms, I look up at the clock to check if the sound I just heard wasn't a hallucination. I don't have a schizophrenia as far as I'm aware. People are definitely getting up and leaving the classroom, likely heading towards the cafeteria. Some do stay behind. I guess various Japanese high school customs still stick even in a foreign school. The curriculum may be different, but the attitude of the students certainly isn't. Standing up, I trail behind everyone else to leave the room. Looks like I'm the last person to leave. The corridor isn't the only thing that greets me as I step outside. Oh, what are we gonna see? What is this?
There you go.
She was there waiting for me? What? Here you go. Yes, and whoa. She looks extremely red and adorable. Hey.
I promised to give it to you.
Oh, she's adorable. Before me stands Ceri, basking in the sunlight. That's a very good view. A book is held out in her hands and practically shoved into my chest. Her face is red. Wow, I thought we were going in for a kiss or something. I'm like, that's too soon, man. Her face is red, for the situation. I'm pretty sure mine is too. The blossom of embarrassment on her cheeks is a cute sight. She seems to be reluctant to make eye contact though. Why are we getting so close? It's only better for me as I get to look at the glint of my own reflection in her amber eyes. Thanks. The book itself looks fairly worn. Judging by the condition of the pages, she must have read this quite a few times. I'm only borrowing it, so she probably wants to read it again in the future.
You're welcome.
Aww.
It's one of my favorites, so I hope you enjoy it.
Aww. She slightly exclaims the fact, and I take the book from her. The title is embossed on a cover, as opposed to a fancy design or sleeve. Sorry, my throat's hurting again. The allergies kicking in. Must be a fairly old print. Despite its blemishes, she seems to have taken quite good care of it. Once again, I look at Ceri's cute profile. She still holds a blush, which suits her all too well. An adorable trait of hers. Her breath is still ragged with nervousness. All cute. I watch her chest move inwards and out as she... Are they showing breathing? As she regains control of her breathing, though I quickly look away after I realize how perverse the action is. Yeah, dude, you've been staring at your chest for way too long. How about we go get some lunch then? We can't keep standing around here. I slip the book into my bag carefully and I invite Ceri to join me for lunch. Aw.
Sure. I'd love to.
Aw. Ceri slightly jitters as we both head down the corridor towards the cafeteria as I spend my second lunch break of the week with her. No doubt I can't get used to this. I can't get used to this, though I feel as if I already am. Aww. Noise resonates through the walls of my room as I hear my sister blasting some foreign pop music, all while speaking to her friend on the phone. I will go in there and tell her to quiet down, but I'm too lazy to do so. After enjoying a nice lunch break with Ceri, despite neither of us really saying anything, the remaining classes were rather dull and uninteresting. The only thing that really kept me going was this thought of Ceri, as dodgy as that sounds. I look to the right. Behind me sits the book Ceri had given me earlier. Reading it now would be something to do, but I don't think I could make it that far into it. It's quite late and I still have some work left to do, though I'm reminded of Ceri's flushed face as she presented it to me. It really meant a lot to her. Giving it a read couldn't hurt, could it? I'm gonna read the book, cause it means a lot to the girl I like, so I'm gonna read the book. The book is fairly thin, though it'll still take me until tomorrow night at the earliest to finish it. That's if I can read it fast enough. Though if Ceri asks me about it tomorrow, at least I'll have something to talk to her about. Grasping the book, I open the cover and begin reading it page by page. The theme of it is quite apparent, even before the end of its first chapter. It's a love story. Nice move, Ceri. Nice move. Giving him a love story kind of book? That is very, very clever. I wonder if the shyness is an act. Or what if Sounds of Her Love is the name of the book? Ooh. The book suits Ceri pretty well. It would have been weird if the book was a sci-fi novel or something absurd like a guide on dog grooming. Does she even have a dog? I wouldn't know. Aw. Soon enough, I find myself at the end of the second chapter. So far, it's been fairly interesting. Definitely something different than what I was expecting from a love story. Ooh. I should probably make a few mental notes of what I've read so far, just to give us something to talk about. She doesn't really converse that much. I want to talk with her more. I set the book down beside me where it once sat. My body twists as I slip out of the space between the chair and my desk. For once, I should probably get to dinner early. Cool. The path to school has now become quite familiar, now that I've had 2 weeks to remember it. A mild gust blows leaves across along the pavement, and I watch them get tousled around without direction. Just as I stand to cross the street, I feel a dainty tap on my shoulder. It's her! Where does she live? Does she live nearby? Looking to my side, the person I've been wanting to see the most recently stands before my eyes. A sight to behold.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Ceri. Ceri greets me, her lips curling up slightly into a delicate smile. Aww. Good morning, Ceri. As the light turns green, we both walk harmoniously across. It's not really a surprise for me to meet Ceri here. I'm pretty sure she did share part of the walk to school with me. This is where I first met her after all. So how are you today, Ceri? I threw the question out to try and make a conversation. I enjoy being with her, but getting her to speak up more would make the experience a lot better. Aw.
I'm good. Thank you.
Aw.
What about you?
I'm good as well. Ceri smiles at my answer. I guess knowing that your friends are in a good spirit is a happy thought. Huh. Friends. As I take occasional glances to my side, I seem to notice Ceri shyly looking in my direction from time to time as well. That's adorable. She turns her head whenever I spot her. Does she want to ask me something? Anything on your mind? Oh, the shyness. I love it. It seems that I caught her off guard.
I wanted to know.
She wants to know if I read the book, huh?
Can I walk to school with you more often?
Yes? You may walk with me to school more often? I would enjoy that. She wants to walk to school with me? That question seems pretty bold for her. Bye, Blanche. Sure thing. Ceri smiles and nods her head cheerfully. I can't deny wanting to walk to school with her as well. I look at my watch to check the time. It's almost 8:15. Shall we meet where we met today then? At 7:35?
That's good with me.
Aw. So it's settled then. From today onwards, I'll be meeting and walking with a girl on the way to school. That sounds awesome. It's not something I expected to happen, but I can't complain. In fact, I'm happy. We pass through the school gates and towards the main building, both of us stopping to part ways. I'll see you later then, Ceri. Lunch, right?
Sure.
Aw.
Lunch it is.
I head down the path towards my class with my plans for today pretty much settled. The lunch bell stops ringing just as I make my way out of the classroom. Our teacher let us out early. I'm pretty sure she's as enthusiastic about the lessons as we are. Haha. I move through the corridor and unsurprisingly find someone waiting for me. Aw.
Hello.
Hey, Ceri. Hey, Ceri, shall we? That's exactly what I said. Shall we get going to the cafeteria then?
Can we stop by the library first? I need to return a book.
Sure. She wants to go to the library? I'm not against it. I wasn't really that hungry anyway. Yeah, sure. Speaking of books, I started reading that book you gave me. I've really been liking it so far.
That's good.
Aw. Ceri smiles and turns her head in my direction.
Would you like to go to the library with me?
Yes, she is an adorable girl. See, like I said in previous episodes, I like shy girls. I find them highly attractive too. Anyway, she sounds anxious, even more so than normal. I thought we were already going to the library.
Not this one.
Oh, a public one, like the one in town.
One in the city.
I knew it! I knew it! It's a library date. She wants to go to the city? With me? Sure. I can't keep myself from stuttering. Moments ago, Ceri had just invited me out to the city. That's quite a direct thing to be asking someone she's only been friends with for mere days. Honestly, I feel like I would be the same way too. You know, getting asked out to go to the city by the girl I am currently interested in. That would be very, very nice and would honestly catch me off guard too. Ceri holds a deep blush on her cheeks. I too can't keep myself from getting a bit tense.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We walk down the corridor in unison. Only our footsteps audible as we keep a state of silence between us. That's adorable. Stepping through the door of my house, I am greeted by a sense of warmth, both in a physical and metaphorical sense. The heater is turned up pretty high, but my mother had seen me entering and greets me. How was school, son? It was good, I guess. It wasn't just good, I know for a fact that it was good. I've practically bagged a date with Ceri in a sense, though I don't think she sees it that way. Aw. I've only known her for 2 days, so there's no point in getting giddy about it. Yeah, you should, like I said, you shouldn't rush relationships. That's great to hear. I feel like the voice I'm using for the mother is the same voice I use for the mother in Night in the Woods. My mother wanders off and continues up the stairs to carry on with whatever it is she was doing. I take off my shoes and stroll into the lounge with a slump. One thing about school is that it sure is pretty tiring. Ahead of me sits my father lying back in his chair, reading a book. He lifts his head and peers towards me, giving me a prodigious grin. "Hello, boy. Seems like you've had a pleasant day at school, am I right? That smile on your face tells me everything, you know." No doubt he spotted my upbeat aura. It's not as if I was trying to hide it. "You could say I had a nice day." "Tell me then, son. I need to know." He sets his book down on the floor beside him and sits forward to engage himself in our conversation. "Oh, it's nothing. I'm just going somewhere with a friend on the weekend." I say the weekend, but Ceri never gave me a date as to when she wanted to go. I'll just have to ask her. "A friend? What sort of friend? Is it a girl?" Straight on to the girls as always. I can't say that I've never considered the topic before. Ceri, of course, is a girl, a rather nice one too, though I don't know whether telling my father would be the most ingenious of ideas. He'll just keep asking questions until he gets to see her. That's what I would expect him to do anyway. I'm just gonna be honest. "Oh, it's a girl." "A girl? Well, congratulations, my boy. I was waiting for the day you would start dating girls." "It's not a date, Dad." "Well, it kinda is, but it's not a date, Dad. Come on. It's not a date, it's just a day out." "I'm not really sure what it is. She told me that she wants me to go to the library with her, but surely she must be planning something more than that." "What is that supposed to mean?" "It still counts, boy. I hope you make the most of it." His words only particularly make it into my head. Gets spit on my monitor again. He's always been like this. I take another look at him and realize he's reading a book. He's a publisher after all, so I guess it's his job to check over the things presented to him. The print on the book's cover looks familiar. I notice the author's name and realize what the connection is. That's the same author as... "The same as what, boy?" "The book Ceri gave me. Going by the condition of the book she gave me, she must really like his book." "That girl I'm meeting with on the weekend, she really likes the author's work. I don't really know the best way to put it. The music's getting really loud, and I don't think telling my father will really achieve anything. I should have kept it to myself." "Why didn't you tell me, son? I'm good friends with this guy. He always makes me read his books before I sell them. I don't even like romance." "Ceri does though. Maybe getting her a copy might be a good idea. She gave me a gift after all, even if I only lent it, I may as well return the favor. Would it be okay if I lent a copy?" Lend one? Just take the whole pile. He gave me too many copies of the damn thing." Instead of only taking one from the top of the pile, my father always has a way to make things absurd. "Good thinking, boy. I'm sure she'll enjoy that. It's always best to get on their good side." For once I agree with him. Giving her a gift wouldn't be a bad idea, no matter the reason behind it. "Alright, thanks, Dad." "Don't thank me, thank the guy who thinks it's fun to deliver me a ton of books every 2 months. With that, I leave the room and head towards the upstairs. Reflecting on what just happened, it was a pretty lucky thing to be able to get this book for Ceri. My throat was kind of hurting. The chances of happening were pretty slim, but my father being a publisher recently helps in a way. Oh shoot, did I click past something? I'm making my way to my room, planning to give Ceri a call once inside. We really need to make arrangements for our trip. Another phone call with Ceri! Nothing's changed. It's still in the same messy state that it always has been in. I'm in my bedroom once again, and shortly I'll be on the phone with Ceri for the second time this week. Just like everyone else, my phone is where I left it. I pick it up and find Ceri in my contacts list, proceed with the call. Oh, here we go. The phone rings as I idly wait for her to pick up.
Hello?
Jose? Hey. Ceri answers the phone, as I expected her to. It would be weird if someone else did. I need to get straight to the point. We didn't come to an agreement as to when and where we're going to meet for our trip. All I know is that we're going to the library. Hey Ceri, how are you? I start with conversing with her. Speaking to her is something I enjoy doing, so when given a chance to embrace the opportunity, I certainly take it. Yeah, that's something like, you know, you really like a girl when you enjoy talking with her. It doesn't matter whether it's over the phone, over text, or when it's in person. Like, if you really like the person or the person, you'll really enjoy talking to her no matter what.
I'm good. What about you?
She's actually getting better at conversing. I'm good too, especially since I get to speak to her. About our trip, we never made any plans, did we?
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, don't be shy. Don't feel bad.
Sorry.
It's Okay, Ceri. That's adorable. It's okay, really. Any particular day you were planning on going? I realized that I could have just asked her tomorrow. Maybe I just wanted to hear her voice for one more time today. It's a beautiful melody.
What about Saturday? Is that fine with you?
Yeah, Saturday is good. Weekend is good, right? Am I right? Saturdays are good to go on a date with this girl, right? Yeah, Saturday is good. What time should we meet?
Did you meet me where we met on the way to school at 10 a.m.?
Oh, that's early. That's usually when I wake up, usually. But it's with the girl I like, so I'll make an exception, right? Right? Certainly. That's settled then. Ceri and I meet this Saturday. Our Saturdays are entirely free. We follow the British curriculum after all, which is good since we get to do things like this. I can't remember if Japanese schools have school on Saturdays. I can't remember.
I'll lead you there. You just moved here, didn't you?
Ooh, is she gonna hold my hand and lead me? That's pretty unmanly too. It should be the guy holding the girl's hand and leading her. But anyway, I did. Thanks, Ceri. I appreciate it. I would have followed her anyway. It was her idea to go. Plus, it's Ceri. Why wouldn't I? Some muffled calls of Ceri's name are audible in the background. As Ceri remains in silence, she must still be a bit flustered after I thanked her.
Sorry, I need to go to dinner. I don't think I'll be able to call you back.
Aw, no. I hear a whimper through the end of the line. I guess she's as upset as I am, having to end this call early and abruptly. Don't worry, Ceri. We'll be meeting on the way to school tomorrow, yes?
That's right. I'll see you then.
I'll see you then, Ceri. Bye, Ceri. Aw. The line goes silent as Ceri hangs up. With that done, I guess I'll have to find something to do. Jose! Dinner is ready! And with that last phone call and with that call to dinner, I'll end this episode right here. This game is pretty good. I know I said I wouldn't start so many series at once, but I had no idea this game would be this long. I had no idea I would enjoy this game this much. But this game is pretty great. I haven't played a game of this nature before. The only kind of anime-esque kind of game you would say I played would have to be Mad Father. They're RPG makers, by the way. Mad Father. I should play Masao. I have not played Masao. At Mermaid Swamp. I kind of have an anime kind of theme to it, you may say. And Honey Pot too. I play a little bit of that. They have an anime kind of theme to it, but I've actually never played a visual novel or a game of the sense. And I'm really enjoying it. I like how it's kind of like a novel, so it builds on the characters and the settings really well. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below what you think of this game so far and how you think the date with Ceri will go this coming Saturday. But anyway, this is MrSonicManu signing off. See you guys.